Tonight, from Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Coming to you, coming to you. 55, 55. All right, let's go.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The tackle made by Devin.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Devin Singletary, the ball carrier.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down. Blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The Steeler offense set to go to work, and once again at the helm, their longtime starter, that's Ben Roethlisberger.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A gain of 13 yards.
The numbers from last week's game for Ebron. 8 catches, 138 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right?
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A few issues here on the offensive line, apparently. He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. Back-to-back reception. Receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And the Steeler 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
The ball carrier.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Now Roethlisberger. He's got it.
Roethlisberger's pass.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Trent Taylor, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. And we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
At the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Allen, and he whips that one incomplete there. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So now Eric Ebron and the rest of the offensive unit trotting on the field. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Jerry Hughes on the stop.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 36, Roethlisberger, wide open receiver, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
They'll look to run with Connor. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and
So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll run. This is White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pittsburgh.
James White, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Bills nothing.
Chris Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early. Bye-bye, Beasley. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bills 7.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And he finds McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
To Vance McDonald.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
James White, the ball carrier.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Pittsburgh.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Hitting Juju on the slant. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st down.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
At the 9-yard line.
Roethlisberger. He completes it right side to White. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
He's forced out of
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Ben to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Here's Allen. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
First and 10.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
He was at the end of all that hitting and hollering. It was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
James White, the ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 2nd and 6 from the 10.
2nd and 6.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Ed Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
For the field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. To try again after the sack. Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Allen now on first down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Check right. Check right. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And it's caught. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First down, here's White. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
James White, the ball.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. A great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster.
Complete to Juju.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Out of bounds at the 20.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Now Roethlisberger. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw.
For Davius White on the coverage.
And Boswell's kick is good.
Is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
23.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And they're on 24-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams sprint to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
That's another Bill.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, Allen. Smith catches left side. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
So the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's White. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Running out of the gun with White. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with White. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown,
James White. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Roberts now on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bills take over 1st and 10. at their own 28-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme?
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
6 man. Check girls, check girls, check girls.
From the gun, it's Allen. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Like 30. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He's going up top for Taylor. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Devin Singletary, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Devin Bush. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's caught by Beasley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
keeps himself upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree. Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Able to get away. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Ben Roethlisberger.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Going deep for Diggs. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
White, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
1st down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
Roethlisberger's pass.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On the move to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.